welcome back to This Old Kitchen. Well, today we are going to be doing fall again. We are going to be doing pumpkin spice muffins, giant muffins, with a crumble topping. And I'd love for you guys to join me. Come on.
All right, so the first thing that we're going to do when making these ginormous pumpkin spice crumble maple drizzle muffins is going to be mixing the wet and dry ingredients separately. Now, in your dry ingredients, you're going to put into a bowl 1 3/4 cup of flour, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 2 teaspoons of cinnamon, 1 teaspoon of pumpkin spice. Now you can use a homemade pumpkin spice. That's super easy to do. I'll leave the ingredients down below. Or you can use the one that you get at the grocery store. 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1/2 cup of white sugar, and 1/2 cup of either dark brown sugar or light brown sugar. Now this is going to affect the actual color of the muffins. So you can use either one, dark or light, doesn't matter. And then in your wet ingredients, you're going to have 2 eggs at room temperature, 1/2 cup of pumpkin puree. Now, you're not going to use pumpkin pie filling. Make sure that you get the pumpkin puree. The pumpkin pie filling is already going to have spices in them, so you'll end up with something that's overly spiced. So make sure it's the puree that you're putting in there. 1/4 cup of milk and half a cup of oil. You can get all of that mixed together, and then you're going to combine the two. Now, I do not use vanilla in this recipe. I think vanilla probably would clash with the pumpkin spice flavorings, but if you want to use vanilla, you're welcome to. I would just do a teaspoon, just to kind of sweeten it up a little bit. I like things a little bit more savory. So if you want to do that, you're more than welcome to. Get those all mixed together. And then while you're doing that, you're going to preheat your oven to 425. And you're going to prepare your muffin tins. Now, 2 things you can do. If you want to do this batch in these big muffins that I did, or if you want to do it in the smaller standard side muffins, you can definitely do that. That will affect your time. So I'll make sure that I put that down below in the description on your time frequencies when it comes to sizing. Get that all mixed in together, get it poured into your prepared muffin tin. And then the next thing that we're going to do is the crumble. All right, for your crumble, you're going to do 3/4 cup flour, 1/4 cup white sugar, 1/4 cup brown sugar, 1 teaspoon of pumpkin spice, and 6 tablespoons of butter. Now, you can do one of 2 ways, and you'll see as I'm mixing this crumble that I did over mix it. What I would suggest doing is if you freeze your butter, go ahead and grate your butter in this. And that way it already is incorporated, and all you have to do is just mix it really quick. Or if you want to use a pastry cutter like I'm doing, don't over mix it. You want big chunks of that butter mixed with the mixed with the sugar and the flour and the spice to make a nice big crumbly. Now, when you add this on top of your muffins, make sure you press down just a little bit just to get that, make sure it's incorporated and it doesn't roll off as you're baking it. And with your glaze, what we're going to do is, I unfortunately didn't record this because I had an issue with my horses, so I had to run outside really quick. So that is going to be 1 and 1/2 cups confectioner sugar, 2 tablespoons of milk, and 2 tablespoons of maple. Now you're going to want to use pure maple, not the syrup that you get in the grocery store. I got this one at Trader Joe's and I absolutely love it. So mix all that together, and once the muffins are out of the oven and done baking, you're going to go ahead and just drizzle that on there, and it is super yummy. It's not too sweet, and it's just right for for this muffin.
All right, guinea pig.
Guinea pig, heck, I'm trying to watch a football game.
All right. Pumpkin spice with a crumble.
Okay.
And a maple glaze
Looks good.
on top.
Guinea pig, really?
Well, you have to try all my food, so husband, I guess.
I think if you look in the dictionary, guinea pig is right there.
Picture of a husband.
All right, here we go. That is outstanding.
I know you're not a huge fan of pumpkin, but
No, but have you tried it? See how moist it is. See how nice it is. And the crumble.
Mhm.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely breakfast for the next 4
Mhm.
days.
Yeah. There you go. I hope you guys have a great day. A little butter.
Go Broncos.
Or 49ers. Have a great night, everyone. Bye-bye.